Derek Carr is retiring after 11 seasons in the NFL due to a shoulder injury. He was training during this offseason when his thorn shoulder started to give him some complications. He had the option to get surgery on it, but that would cause him to pretty much miss the majority of this upcoming season. And there was no guarantee that he would be the same player post-surgery. And he just decided, you know what, I've made enough money, I played long enough, I'm just going to go ahead and call it a career. And Derek Carr, although he isn't going to go to the Hall of Fame, he was regarded as one of the best quarterbacks during his time playing. He was a pretty solid player for the most part. He was a second-round pick in 2014 out of Fresno State. He was a four-time Pro Bowler. He threw for 257 career touchdowns. And early during Derek Carr's career, he was on a superstar trajectory. The streets forget about 2016 Derek Carr when he finished third in MVP voting. He led the Raiders to the playoffs that year. He had 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, but unfortunately, he was unable to play in the playoffs that year due to suffering a broken fibula. And I feel after that injury, Derek Carr was never the same. Because before that injury, in 2015, he threw for 32 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He was one of the better quarterbacks in the league his first 3 seasons in the NFL. But once he suffered that broken fibula injury, he was just never able to truly bounce back to that MVP form. And he has always been a really tough player. He's suffered a lot of injuries throughout his career. Most of them he was able to play through. And his final couple of seasons in New Orleans didn't go the way most had envisioned. But for the most part, when I think of Derek Carr's career, I think of him being one of the better players in the Raiders franchise. And for the New Orleans Saints, you pretty much already saw this coming. I think they felt there was a strong possibility that he most likely was going to lean towards never ever playing another snap for this organization. That's why they made the decision to draft Tyler Shough in the second round. And what this means for New Orleans moving forward, it's no guarantee Tyler Shough is going to be the starting quarterback for this year. I do expect there to be a legitimate quarterback battle between him and Spencer Rattler. When I watched Tyler Shough's film at Louisville, he reminded me a lot of Will Levis. He has a really good arm. He can throw from all kinds of different body angles, really good athlete, but he just has really stupid turnovers. There's a difference between turning the football over and giving the football over. And Tyler Shough kind of crosses the line of that Will Levis territory when there's certain turnovers that you just look at him and you say, what the hell are you thinking? But the upside is there. The potential is there. You got an offensive-minded head coach in Kellen Moore, so that improves his chances of having a good career. Plus, he's pretty much a senior citizen and NFL standards in terms of his age entering the league. He's like 25, 26 years old. And normally when you have a quarterback that comes into the league that has played this amount of college ball, at worst, they're a backup quarterback. At best, they can be a solid starter for you. Spencer Rattler, his rookie season wasn't that good. 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He went 0-6 as the starter, but he was in a crappy situation. He was down Chris Olave, the offensive line, had a lot of injuries they were dealing with, interim head coach as well. Spencer Rattler, I had a second-round grade on him. He went in the middle portion of the draft a few years ago. I still believe that he has the ability to turn into a serviceable starter if given the opportunity, but more than likely, the Saints are probably going to be picking a quarterback in next year's draft. I don't think Tyler Shough is going to turn into anything too special just with his turnover issues. And when you have to spend that long in college, like what Tyler Shough had to, there definitely is some red flags about you because it took you this long to finally stick with a team. I was a sophomore in high school when Tyler Shough was backing up Justin Herbert at Oregon. And for him to just now get into the NFL years later after I recently just graduated from college a year ago, yeah, I just have some concerns about that. I get the upside. I get why folks in the draft community were high on him. But as far as him being a franchise quarterback for New Orleans, I just don't really see it. I expect them to probably be in position to have a top 3 pick or higher in 2026. If Arch Manning comes out, he's on the table. Drew Aller, Lenore Sellers. There's a lot of good quarterbacks that the Saints are going to have the ability to choose from. If Tyler Shough or Spencer Rattler don't work out this season, which there's a high possibility that happens. But Derek Carr has officially called it a career. Give your thoughts on Derek Carr's career in the comment section down below. What are some of your favorite memories from Derek Carr? And what's next for the New Orleans Saints after his retirement? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you don't miss when we drop new content. Check us out on all podcasting platforms, Apple, Spotify. The links are down in the description down below. Give us a 5-star review if you enjoy, and I will see you guys shortly with another episode.